Go on feet. Let's go. You ready to give these fans what they paid for?
I saw the pictures.
Yeah, she's getting pretty big. Yeah.
Game 4, Eastern Semifinals.
Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals. Look at the Heat. It's shocking to see how quickly this series Greg has gotten away from them.
They may have had their eye on the conference finals a little too soon, but they've got so much talent. I don't see them going down quietly. And remember, 2 of the final 3 games of this series will be in their building.
Good point. So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Ivy. Keldon Johnson is out there with him. And it's Schifino in at the point guard position. And the basket by Murphy.
Such a growing part of Ivy's game, encouraging to see him pick up assists like that.
Wallace outside. From from downtown. And the rebound goes to Murphy. On offense, here are the Heat. And taken away by Wallace. Here's the break. And it's sent back by Hill. Here's Ivy. Picked by Murphy. A 3-ball. Hill dishes to Murphy. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And here is Mitchell. Pass to Bulldozer. And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Pass to Koulibaly. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Ivy with a screen for Murphy. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Mitchell. Releases from 15. A putback.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Ivy passes to Murphy. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Great vision from Ivy. That's what sets him apart at the 2-guard spot.
Pistons passing it around. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Ivy. That's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Take a look at the Bulldozer. No doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ivy. Second shot opportunity. That one doesn't go. Excellent D that time from the Bulldozer. To the inside. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Here's Hill. A Bulldozer pulls it in. The Bulldozer's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Koulibaly gets it to go. Koulibaly's got 5.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Hill, a screen on Wallace. Ivy kicks to Hill. Here's Hood-Schifino. Nothing on the board. Now, here's Mitchell. Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Pass to Hill. Hill sets the screen for Johnson. Here's Hood-Schifino. Outside Murphy. Again, the miss by the Heat. Pistons leading by 4. Wallace outside. Koulibaly with it. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
The Heat trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Pass to Hood, Schifino. Trying to end the drought. It's back to Hill. And Hill throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Johnson outside. Pass to Hood, Schifino. And here is Hill. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by the Pistons. The Bulldozers got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Edey. Now Waltz. Hasn't made one yet. Oh, good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Ivy, no one around him. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, if the corner is what they're going to give Ivy, he'll take it fearless when shooting that 3.
Here's Edey. Pass to Wallace. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now, here is Murphy. Here's Ivy. Launches it. Rebounded by the Pistons. The Bulldozers got his 7th rebound here tonight. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And there's the foul. It's on Coulibaly. That is his first foul of the game. For the Pistons, Einad's checked in, and it's Green. And for Coulibaly, Heat also with the sub. Arabia's checked in. Schifino, no good on the quick 3. Pistons leading by 7. There's the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And we've got rapper Big Sean in the building here tonight. A native of Detroit and a big NBA fan.
Always great to see him cheering on his hometown team. It's clear how much he loves attending games.
The Pistons making a change here. Sims is checked in. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. The Pistons have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Here's the Bulldozer. 11 points in the game. Back to Green. They set the screen. Connects from 3-point range. And the Pistons lead by 11.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Driving inside. The Bulldozer. No good. The Heat trail by 9. Bolden passes to Hill. Second chance effort. That's tipped. Here's Jerome. Still without a basket. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That is his first foul of the game. And the Heat making a change here. Here's the Bulldozer. On the wing, Green. Pass to Sims. Here's the Bulldozer. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Jerome. A 3-pointer off the mark. Heat shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. And there's a minute 45 left here in the opening quarter. Again missing Hill.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the bulldozer in the last outing against Miami got the job done. He added 37 points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. Just a fantastic night for him. The guy he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
And David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
He's on. He is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Kane. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Pistons leading by 8. The bulldozer passes to Sims. And there's the foul. It's on the bulldozer. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's a whistle. He did not want to hear his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones, and now their defense is in overdrive.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Sanders. Excellent D there from the bulldozer. Here's Minot. He's guarded by Murphy. Jerome passes to the bulldozer. They set the pick. Jacks up a 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action in just a minute. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court for Miami here in the second, we've got Sanders, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. Here's Koulibaly, and he's good on the 3 ball. Koulibaly's got the lead up to 11 now for Detroit.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Great open look there.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And the basket by Murphy.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw good, Wallace. Edie's checked in for the Pistons. Davion Mitchell comes in for Josh Green. Hanson's checked in for Miami. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Alexander Walker with the ball. Here's LaRavia. Alexander Walker passes to Murphy. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. And he comes up with the deuce. Sanders has got his first basket of the night.
And loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Murphy. Sanders with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. A shot by Murphy. No one around. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Sanders.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Pistons passing it around. Here's Koulibaly. And it's Laravia with the rebound. The Heat trail by 4. Here's the bulldozer. Here he goes.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Sanders passes to Laravia. Here the step back. Misses off the right angle. Pistons leading by 6. Mitchell outside. Here's the bulldozer. Good on the three-point shot. The bulldozer's got 5 points now in the quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Alexander Walker passes to Laravia. Again, the miss by the Heat. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Wallace offline with his 3. The Heat trail by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Laravia passes to Hansen. And he's off on his first shot of the game.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Here's Koulibaly. And that one, good. And it's an 11-point Piston lead.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Laravia passes to Sanders.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's the bulldozer on the wing. Wallace kicks it out to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Over Murphy. Here's the bulldozer. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Hansen the pass to Alexander Walker. Pass to Sanders. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the night. A different look here for Detroit. Sims is checked in, and it's Ty Jerome in for Wallace. With the drive, the bulldozer, no good. The Heat trail by 9. Down low, here's Sanders. Oh, and he clocks it off the glass. Wow. Now Detroit moving it up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Take a look at the bulldozer, leading the league in points per game. Such a great play. The Pistons shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The Pistons making a change here. Green's checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Hill, he's checked in for Sanders. Pass to bulldozer. For 3, Mitchell bangs home the trifecta. Mitchell's got the lead up to 12 now for Detroit. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Detroit?
Well, they're really bucking things up for the opposition. of steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Pass to Bulldozer. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Launches a three. Another three for Detroit.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Johnson outside. Ivy on the wing. Al Murphy. The tray. Offensive rebound. Here's Hill. Kicks it out to Johnson. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Pistons. The Bulldozers got 15 rebounds here tonight. Sims. And it's sent back by Hill. Here's Murphy. And then Murphy with the dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Pass to Ivy. Johnson with it. Now Green defending. Johnson kicks to Ivy. From 10 feet out. Here's Hill, and it's blocked.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Here's the Bulldozer. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Heat trail by 13. Pass to Hood, Javino. And here is Hill. Nailed from three-point land. Hill's got 12 in the game.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And the Pistons making a change here. Einod's checked in. Heat also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. Here's the Bulldozer, and he drops in the layup off the glass. The Bulldozers got 11 here in this quarter alone.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Hood Javino. No scoring in this one, and the basket by Hill. 1:33 left in the first half of basketball. Here's the Bulldozer, covered by Johnson. A floater. Hill pulls it in. Hill's. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Miami. Trailing by 10. Here's Ivy. Misses the three.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
There's Jerome. The three-pointer, no good. The Heat trail by 10. Fires it up. A nice shot by Hood Schifino.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Here's the Bulldozer. Count it. Good. The Bulldozers got 26.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
36 seconds left in the second quarter. Hill has the open look. Hits it from three-point range. Hill's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Heat. Detroit leading by 7. Here's the Bulldozer. He's got 26. Nice move. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Ivy, and he makes good on the layup. And now it's only a 5-point Detroit lead.
I mean, Ivy is stronger than you might imagine with that kind of play. That's tough.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Deflects the pass. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so is Detroit, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Miami Heat.
One thing that stands out to me, guys, is the disparity in free throws. They need a new recipe for getting to the line.
Yeah, Fury.
Checking out how the Pistons are doing. Thanks for spending half.
You are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. The bulldozer has been sensational.
Well, didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Wallace is out there with Mitchell. And there's the bulldozer. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Edey in at the fourth. That's the group for Detroit right now.
That's pretty much not how they would defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Johnson outside. Heat moving the ball around. Hill inside. Rebounded by the Pistons. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Koulibaly. Oh, good with the triple. The Heat trail by 8. Pass to Ivy. Back to Murphy. Here's Hood Schifino. Lets the three fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Hood Schifino's got his second basket of the night.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Here's the bulldozer, and it's sent back by Hill. Now, here is Murphy. Back to Johnson. To the middle. Looking for Ivy, and he gets it there. Here's Murphy. No good from 18.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Take a look at the bulldozer, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Here's Hill. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Zach Edey picks one up.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Koulibaly finds Wallace. Mitchell left side. Here's the bulldozer. Three-pointer. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
They get it back, and Hill is right there.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
To the paint, here's Murphy. Rebound, Detroit. Koulibaly's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's the bulldozer. And it's sent back by Hill. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Koulibaly. And another 3 for Detroit.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The Heat trail by 6. Pass to Ivy. Wants to get it to Hill, and does. A bulldozer pulls it in. The bulldozer's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
A nice shot by Hood Schifino.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Pass to Edey. Here's the bulldozer. And here is Mitchell. On the clock. Baseline J on the way. And there's another one for the Pistons.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Ivy.
Alexander Walker.
Inside, it's tipped. Pass to Hood Schifino. Back to Alexander Walker. For three, Hill drains it from beyond the arc. Hill's got 10 points here in the second half.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Now, Alexander Walker. Here's Johnson. And here's Murphy. Fires for three. Rebound by Wallace.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. The shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
It's Hill on the wing. Takes it inside.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So for the Pistons, Minot's checked in, and Josh Green subbed in for Coulibaly. Pass to Minot. Here's the bulldozer. He's got 32. Off target with the open look.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Hill with it. Now guarded by the bulldozer. Alexander Walker with the ball. And that one is hammered home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Wallace the pass to Jerome. Here's the bulldozer. He's started by Hill.
First personal foul. Team second.
Here's Wallace. Sinks the triple. Wallace has got 12 points now in the quarter.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Hill got a hand on it. And it's denied. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. The Heat making a switch here. Arabia's checked in.
Substitution. Number 35.
Wallace outside. The Pistons working the ball around now. Johnson attacking. It's deflected. Murphy against Wallace. Got a piece of it. Now, here's Johnson. Still scoreless. Murphy with the ball. The three. Here's Hill, and it's Hill with the jam.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Pistons leading by 7. Here's the bulldozer. That shot misses. Johnson against Green. Johnson outside. Hill left side. Rebound by the Pistons. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's the bulldozer. 32 points in the game. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Laravia. Back to Murphy. Wants to get it to Hill, and does.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Here's the bulldozer. Off target from outside. The Heat trail by 5. To the wing right side. Bounce pass Murphy. Here's Laravia. By Green. It's Murphy outside. A bulldozer pulls it in.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the shot.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The Heat making a switch here. Outside, Perkins. Puts up a deep 3. Houston's shot is off. Pistons leading by 7. Pass to Wallace. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Alexander Walker passes to Houston. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Pistons have made 5 of 10 free throw attempts. A lot of misses. Both good from the line that time. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Really left alone that time. And that's 36 points for Hill.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
To the inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Houston. He has yet to score. 4 on the clock. From 15 feet away. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Hill.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
And so is Detroit in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check.
It's got to be a sense of urgency right now.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Perkins. Sanders is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Murphy in at the 4 slot. Pass to Bulldozer. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. And stolen by Perkins. Poked away. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. The Bulldozer passes to Mitchell. Now, Koulibaly. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses. Tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
The Heat making a switch here. Kane's checked in. Green taking his time here. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound. Murphy's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the middle. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Sanders.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Back to Koulibaly. They set the pick. Shoots it up. And the rebound goes to Murphy. Murphy's got 8 rebounds in this game. Kane, the pass to Alexander Walker. Three-pointer on the way. Kane, no luck. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Pistons. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. The Heat trail by 8. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Alexander Walker. That 3 off the mark. The Pistons have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the 3-ball. I mean, it's been falling for them, and they're locked in, and that outside shot going, that's a big difference maker.
Yep, it counts.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Pass to Koulibaly. Here's the bulldozer. Clock at 4. From the arc. Trains the three-pointer. The bulldozer's got 39.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
And a wide open look for Sanders. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Sanders has got 7 now in this quarter.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
It's 2-on-1. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target at the rim.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Pass to Hood, Schifino. There's the screen beyond the arc. It's not going to go for him. Detroit leading by 8. Here's Mitchell. Cans the 12-footer. And here are the Heat now. Here's Hood, Schifino. To the left wing. Sanders with a screen on Mitchell. A nice shot by Hood, Schifino. Pistons have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Koulibaly. Drills the three-pointer. Koulibaly's got 20.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Detroit's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's the bulldozer. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. 41 points for the bulldozer.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Pass to Sanders. Now, Alexander Walker. Guarded by Green. Murphy, a screen on Mitchell. Good Schifino. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 and just missed his 4th. The drive by Mitchell. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Wallace is checked in for Detroit. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thank you, David.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
He's feeling it. Pulls in another board.
And he seems like he's grabbing every rebound out there.
That last one ties him for most in a playoff game in this organization's history. Pass to Koulibaly. Grabs the rebound again.
This night will have a place in the franchise history book. Since the team's existence, no one's had this many rebounds in a postseason game.
He has been sensational. A show of force on the glass. And Murphy kicks to Hill. And it's good for 2. Hill's got 43 points.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Pass to Bulldozer. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Kept alive on the wing, Wallace. On the wing, Wallace. Another shot. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
Wow. Has he flipped the switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
And here's Hill for 3. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Koulibaly's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's sent back by Hill. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Pass to Murphy. Kicks it out to Johnson. Murphy sets a screen for Johnson. Pick up by Hill. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's the Bulldozer. And the 3 off target. The Heat trail by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Josh Green's checked in for Koulibaly. The Pistons have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the 4th, right around 46-47%. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murphy.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
The Bulldozer passes to Wallace. Down low. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th. And there's the 3-second. Oh, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw. Ivy up top, covered by Mitchell. And there's a whistle. That goes on Zach Edey. That's foul number 2 for him. There's a minute 40 left here in the 4th quarter. Ivy against Mitchell. 5 on the clock. And here's Hill for 3. Good on the triple. Hill's got 48.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Wallace finds Mitchell. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Here's the bulldozer. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 46 points for the bulldozer.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like we're going to find out who can make the deep.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And talk about coming up huge. What a performance.
He's nearing the franchise record for most points in a playoff game. This guy is clutch. Pass to Green. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Here's the bulldozer. No good on the three. To the paint. Here's Murphy. And another basket for Miami. 43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now, here's Mitchell. Here's the bulldozer. It's tipped.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Money!
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
With the putback.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
Well, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
.27 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murphy. Here's the bulldozer. He's guarded by Murphy. The bulldozer passes to Wallace. They get a hand on it. 5 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Jaden Ivey. That's the first that stretches their lead to 8. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And so the Detroit Pistons win the series and will move on. And with the 4-game sweep, they steamrolled their way through round 2. Now, Greg, they head to the...
Now that's how you take care of business out there, MP. Just 4 wins from the NBA Finals, but you're going to have to earn it.